Recording live from the other trash pile on the battlefield, it's the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast with your hosts, Devin and Drew.
And we're live. Except we're not, because this is a recording.
It's live right now, though.
It's live for us.
Yeah.
Technically. So there's a new manga coming out.
Yes. Yeah, I saw it today.
Would you like to talk about that?
I didn't really look into it a whole lot. You said you read about it earlier, but it pretty much just looked like, from the tweet that I saw from Viz, it's like a fan of the series gets reincarnated into Yamcha.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
I think there's another, something similar like that somebody did. It's about Yamcha. I think it might be...
Is it like a fan-made thing, or...?
I think so. I think it's I could be wrong, but I think it's something where, Yamcha is the hero of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, like an alternate universe?
I guess, yeah.
That's kind of funny. But yeah, it's an interesting idea. It sounds like it might be a little too silly for my tastes, so I probably wouldn't really check it out unless I heard good things.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be wasting on unofficial stuff.
Yeah. More stuff like that wouldn't really hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, as long as it's good.
I'm thinking about checking out that, what's it called? That spinoff that Toriyama did with Jocko.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that Toriyama actually wrote it. So now I'm a little more interested.
I thought you weren't a fan of Jocko.
I'm not really, but I mean, if it's canon, then I want to at least read it.
Yeah.
And they're now that I started reading a few mangas, you can get through them pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
I've already, just today, I was on a flight and I read 1.5 of the original Dragon Ball. And I actually spotted something pretty cool. Remember, it was one of the first episodes, or actually, I think it's one of the first episodes of Dragon Ball Z. We see that, the owl with the hat.
Yeah.
That owl with the hat is actually in the very first manga.
The Dragon Ball Z manga?
No, the Dragon Ball manga.
I wonder if he's in the episodes.
He might be, yeah. I'd have to go back and watch, but I thought that was a pretty funny throwback that they did.
See, everything's starting to come together.
Yep. But no tiger, though, so far. No, what was our name for the tiger? Yeah.
Dick Wilson.
Old Dick Wilson.
Old Dick Wilson. Oh, jeez.
If you haven't listened to the previous episodes, you're never going to come to that conclusion for that name.
I don't remember how we came to that name.
I remember.
I know how I came up with Wilson. I don't remember where Dick came from.
I think Dick came from something to do with Life of Pi.
I think you're right.
I think the tiger in Life of Pi's name was Richard or something, so we shortened the Dick.
Yeah. And Wilson after the volleyball.
Yeah. But
Good
so
times.
you got corrections?
Yes, corrections. Well, not necessarily corrections, but I'm going to touch on a few things that we talked about in the last episode.
I feel like every episode when we say corrections, it's preceded by, well, not really a correction, but just things we touch on from the previous episode. We got to come up with a new name for this little segment. Maybe recap or something. I don't know. Or stuff we missed.
Yeah, I guess they're not really corrections.
Sometimes they are, but most of the time they're not.
Yeah. Anyway, I mentioned the Makio star in the last episode.
Yes.
But I wasn't correct on
So it is a correction.
Okay, this one kind of is. I have a mix here. I wasn't correct entirely with what it is. I think I said that Garlic Jr. used it to turn everyone into vampires.
Yes.
Actually, he uses the Blackwater Mist to turn everyone into vampires.
That's more familiar, yeah.
But the Makio Star is the planet and the source of power for its inhabitants, the Makians, which is Garlic Jr. and all their henchmen named after spices and whatnot.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Oh, so they're from another planet? I thought they were like demons.
They kind of are demons, but they do come from...
So what you're telling me is that Garlic Jr. is an interdimensional vampire.
Pretty much, yes. Because, what is it they trap him in? The dead zone? That's kind of like another dimension.
Oh, for sure.
So, basically, yeah.
Sweet. Good correction.
Also, we talked about the origin of Mr. Popo.
We did.
But we didn't know shit about it, so I looked it up.
Cool.
And
I'm interested.
Mr. Popo was born in the other world at some point in the distant past.
That's weird.
And sometime later, he was sent to Earth to become the attendant to, like, every guardian.
That sounds like a demotion.
I mean, it depends on what he was doing in Otherworld. He could have been like like a janitor at the Scooby-Doo cafe.
Sounds like he pissed off King Yemma. He's like, be gone, ye.
Possibly.
Maybe he was the original street sweeper for Snake Way.
Oh, he could have been. But he's very good at keeping up with stuff, so I don't know why they would have fired him.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe he learned his lesson after he kicked him out.
I guess. By the time...
but how much does he really have to keep up with? I mean, a couple of trees.
I don't know.
Rebuild the whatever that building is called every now and then, whenever it gets destroyed.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe he cleans too and cooks and
clean up the hyperbolic time
tucks
chamber.
Kami in the bed.
Hyperbaric time or hyperbolic, right?
Hyperbolic, yes.
I'm thinking of like where you go, like when you go scuba diving.
Yeah,
and you fucking get the bends. The hyperbaric time chamber.
That doesn't sound as useful.
It is if you're scuba diving.
Well, nobody's scuba diving, dude.
If you're scuba diving and they send you to a hyperbolic time chamber, you're still fucked.
Not necessarily.
I mean, it's not going to help your bends.
You can do a year's worth of scuba diving in one day.
There's no water. Or I guess there has to be water.
You can create water.
Yeah, they have running water, I think, in hyperbolic time chamber. Otherwise, how are you going to cook the rice?
Yes. That's true. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Back to Popo. By the time Dragon Ball Z came around, Popo was over 1,000 years old. And it said, although he is bound there eternally as the guardian and caretaker, he can instantaneously travel anywhere in the world when the occasion calls for it by using his magic carpet.
Which he forgets that he has when Goku needs to go from the lookout to the fight.
Well, maybe Goku can fly faster than his carpet.
Well, it said instantly, didn't it?
Well, maybe it just means... I don't think it means he's like instant transmission. I guess.
Did he not use he didn't use Nimbus to go to the fight?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, to save energy.
Yeah.
I wonder what's faster, Nimbus or Popo's carpet.
I'd like to see it.
We need a race.
We do. I kind of feel like Popo might be faster.
It's racist.
Boo. We also talked about how you wanted to give Vegeta a eye patch.
I did.
I looked it up. Well, not that specifically, but I tried to find a Saiyan with an eye patch, and I couldn't find any.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you rewatch like the Bardock shit? I feel like one of Bardock's teammates had.
I didn't
an eye
rewatch.
patch.
No, I looked up his teammates. None of them have an eye patch. Like I looked up a lot of Saiyan stuff. I didn't watch those movies, so there might be somebody in the background somewhere.
What about the two Saiyans from Kami's sex dungeon?
No, they're just balding.
Okay.
Broccoli's dad has a fucked up eye. That's the closest thing I saw.
And then Broccoli again? Broly?
Yeah. In one of the games, I think Dragon Ball Heroes, they do give him an eye patch in that game.
Huh.
But yeah.
I still think it would have been cool.
So, no official.
Or no, I was even thinking, because you said it would be cheesy, but it would have been even cool to like give him like a glass eye, or like make just like his eye like he's blind, like just make it all white or a different color or something. Just so you can tell like it's like fucked.
Yeah, perhaps.
But ready to get started?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Boosh.
Well, I got some other stuff I'll bring up during the episode.
I guess we don't really need to talk about Super. Nothing really happened in the finale. It sucked.
No, you think so. Nobody else did.
Well, everybody else sucks.
That's true.
No, we don't you just hate everybody?
We don't need to talk about that. We can save that for...
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anyway.
Yeah, no spoilers. Yet. Alright, Dragon Ball Z, episode 33. The show begins. We see Gohan and Krillin flying back to help Goku. Speaking of, Goku is still in the grasp of Giant Ape Vegeta.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you were getting sick of, or if you weren't getting sick of Goku's screaming from the last episode, then you won't be disappointed, because he's still doing it.
Yeah, I actually wrote that down. More of that Goku yelling you love so much.
What version are you watching as far as the audio?
I'm watching Funimation.
So you got like the Bruce Falconer music?
Yeah, I think so. Although I don't think it officially comes in like until I think around this time is when they actually started introducing it.
I thought, didn't he go back though and like do the music for the early episodes too? I
don't know. None of it sounds very familiar. Like I'm not noticing anything that.
I thought the music that they started the episode with was really dope.
I'd have to go back and listen.
It only lasts for like 15 seconds, so just while like Krillin and Gohan are flying.
Ah.
But it was a pretty cool little beat.
I'd have to go back and listen. We then see everyone's favorite hero, Yajirobe, who is contemplating helping Goku, but he's not sure what to do.
The People's Champ.
The People's Champ. Yajirobe then does a heel turn and says, "Sorry about this, Goku, but you know how it is. I gotta look out for number one. I hope you won't take it personally." Damn that Yajirobe.
He's doing it on purpose. He's just trying to build up the suspense, get everybody interested. He knows what he's doing.
Vegeta continues to crush Goku. Krillin and Gohan are almost on scene and continue to wonder what the giant ball of light in the sky is. Krillin notes that whatever it isn't natural, and that he has a bad feeling about it. They arrive on scene and quickly see what's going on. Gohan is shocked at the sight of Vegeta. Krillin having seen this before, stops and tells Gohan that they shouldn't go near that thing.
In the subs, Krillin actually says to Gohan, like because Gohan starts like going towards it, and he warns him not to.
Yeah.
Krillin's wording in the subs is, "Hurry up, you stupid twit."
Gohan says that to Krillin?
No, Krillin says it to Gohan. Like, that's like what he says when he's telling him to get out of the way. But, yeah, I thought it was kind of like uncharacteristic of Krillin. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, Krillin only really talks shit on, like, enemies. He never, like, calls anybody bad names, really.
Yeah, it's true.
So it just kind of caught me off guard when I was reading the subtitles.
Krillin, taking a page out of Yajirobe's book, says that they should hide. Yajirobe spots them, but he's unsure who it is. Vegeta continues to crush Goku. He says, "What's wrong, Kakarot? You don't look like you're in enough pain. Have some more." Krillin and Gohan are on the move, but are stopped in their tracks by Yajirobe. Yajirobe says, "Hey, what are you thinking? Do you know how strong that monster is?" Krillin says that they have to help Goku. Yajirobe questions how they're going to do that. Krillin says if they cut off Vegeta's tail, he'll turn back into normal. Krillin tells Gohan and Yajirobe to get Vegeta's attention while he sneaks up behind him. So Gohan and Krillin spring into action. But what's this? Heel Yajirobe decides to stay behind.
Yep, building up the suspense.
Yajirobe says, "Give me a break. You two want me to get his attention? And what if he does turn small again? Face it, you guys, he's still going to be way too strong for us to beat him."
So do you think, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think that Goku right now is in the most pain that any character has ever been in the series right now? Because I can't think of like a more excruciating moment for a character. The only thing I could like think of is like maybe like Frieza after Goku beats him, because technically he didn't kill him, so he's probably hurting pretty bad.
Like when he has like, he's missing like half his body and he has half an arm.
Floating around in space.
Yeah, that could be.
But I don't know, Goku's like pretty much every bone is broken in his body right now. And he doesn't seem to be in shock because he's screaming bloody murder.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Well, we'll leave.
Maybe the people that Cell absorbs through his tail when he...
Yeah, but I feel like a normal person, like, they're just going to be in shock and not really feel a whole lot. I just can't think of, like, another character who's been, like, in, like, agony like this.
Krillin gets impaled on Frieza's horn.
Ooh, that's a good one. But that's another, like, one of those, like, it's a really quick death.
It didn't kill him, though.
It didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it did.
No, it didn't kill him. He was still hanging on to life because...
Did Frieza blast him after?
No. Dende healed him. I think, yeah.
I don't even remember that shit.
There is the moment where Frieza does make Krillin explode. He feels that for a brief second.
Very brief second.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we'll come across some stuff.
Yeah, but I'll try and keep that in mind as we progress through the series. But right now, Goku holds the record.
Yeah, I'd say so. What about, as I say, when Nappa was exploding with his explodey face?
Nah, it's just too fast. He didn't really have a whole lot of time to feel the pain.
Gohan heads out to the distance to distract Vegeta while Krillin sprints to get behind him and cut off his tail. We then see Yajirobe toss a capsule, which has his flying car in it. Yajirobe says, "Do whatever you want, I'm out of here." And he drives off, leaving the scene and the other Z warriors to defend themselves. Vegeta then realizes that someone is in the area. I'm not sure how this works because he can't sense power levels yet, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So,
Or hold on, how Vegeta can sense what?
power levels.
I don't think he sensed the power level.
What did he sense?
Well, in the subs, he talks about how just when Gohan came up in front of him, he like knew right away that Gohan wouldn't have came by himself. He's too much of a pussy.
Right, but he senses that people are around him.
I think he sensed
In
the
the dubs
actual
he did.
Destructo.
No,
I think
no, way before that. Like, as Gohan is, like, running to get in front of him, and Krillin's running to get behind him, Vegeta actually, like, he senses that somebody's nearby.
Well, maybe it's in his grade 8 form. He has heightened senses.
That's a good idea. Yeah, okay, I'll buy that.
Boom.
Okay, yeah, because Vegeta looks around searching for the intruders, and he says, "Show yourself. I know you're out there. Where are you?" So, yeah. Gohan appears in front of Vegeta, and he says, "You put my dad down right now." Vegeta laughs at him and says, "Oh no, it's you. Please don't hurt me. I'll do anything you say. I'll put your father down if you want. It might be one piece at a time, but I'll definitely put him down. Now, which piece would you like first?"
That's kind of, I missed that line. It's pretty funny.
I thought it was a good one. Gohan says, "You better not hurt him." To which Vegeta replies, "It's a little too late for that." I gotta agree with Vegeta here. Goku's clearly already hurt. It's kind of obvious.
I think just in general, Vegeta's lines in the English dub are much better in this episode than the sub. He's just like on fire with the lines throughout the episode.
Yeah, he's got a few good ones. Krillin begins to charge up his Destructo Disc. We then see Yajirobe come to a stop. He says, "Yeah, this'll work." I guess he's far enough away that he feels safe, but close enough to see the demise of his former friends. Cut back to Vegeta, who grabs Goku by his head. It looks like he's going to twist his head off like a bottle cap. Which would have been cool to see, but, you know.
Or pop it off like a Pez dispenser.
Or that. Vegeta says, "Say goodbye to your father. You should be proud of him. It's rare I have to transform to win a battle. What a waste. It's a shame the two of us just couldn't see eye to eye." I wonder if that was a
reference to
his
getting
eye.
his eye blasted
Yeah.
out. I didn't think of that until just now. An eye
It
for an
doesn't
eye.
seem like Vegeta would really poke fun at himself like that, so.
I bet Vegeta just wishes his fingers were small enough to poke out Goku's eyes right now.
Maybe he could pick up a stick and poke him.
I don't think he'd be able to pick up a stick with his big ass hands. He'd have to pick up a tree.
Maybe if it's like a really long, I don't know. Whatever. Krillin fires his Destructo Disc. But, oh no, Vegeta senses it and at the last second jumps to avoid it. The Destructo Disc goes right under him and right towards Gohan.
When this happened, just for a moment, I wished that in some alternate dimension, in an alternate dimension, that he sliced Gohan in half.
That would have been.
It would have been. I would have died laughing. Like Krillin just like fuck.
It'd be a very Krillin thing to do, I guess.
and then after that happened, it just becomes like a recurring bit. Anytime like Krillin's in a clutch situation, trying to throw his Destructo Disc, he like cuts one of his friends in half. I would love to see Yamcha get cut in half with a destructo disc.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Yamcha should have became like the Kenny of the series.
He just keeps dying
Just
but coming
have
back.
him die every episode.
That would be great. What about when he's already dead, like in Otherworld?
No, they just bring him back. They come up with some way to just bring him back every episode. Or don't even come up with a way. Just be like South Park. Just he's unexplainably always back to life.
Well, it works better in South Park because most of the episodes aren't like a continuation of the last.
That's true.
So it's always like completely different.
We were talking about how they're releasing a manga about someone getting reincarnated as Yamcha. They should release just like another sidebar manga where it's just like no continuity, just like kind of like Dragon Ball, just random adventures, but Yamcha always dies at the end.
Or have like redo the whole entire Dragon Ball series, but Yamcha doesn't exist.
Nah, gotta have Yamcha exist.
Why?
Just so who's gonna be the butt of the jokes if he doesn't?
Krillin?
Nah, I like it. I like the hate on Yamcha.
Where were we?
We were.
Vegeta dodged the Destructo Disc. This makes a little more sense that he was able to sense this attack.
Do you think that Krillin was ever like a disc golf player?
I don't. He was a
and
monk.
That's why he developed that attack?
No.
Maybe when he was a little boy, he just loved Frisbee.
I mean, it's possible.
I think it's possible. I think it's probable.
I think they just wanted a disc-shaped attack for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only one that ever has done it, though.
Frieza has one.
He kind of copied off Krillin, though. I don't think he did it until after Krillin did it.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons. Yama did it.
Yeah, Yama was the first one with the disc. Duh.
This is true. All right, I stand corrected.
King Yama is actually the Steven Seagal of Dragon Ball Z.
I thought you were going to say King Yama was actually a great disc golf player.
Nope. Because King Yama's been throwing Destructo Disc for 72 years.
Yeah. Sorry, keep fucking sidetracking.
Yes.
Vegeta dodged the disc.
Yes. Luckily for Gohan, he was standing on a rock mountain thing, and the disc went through that instead of him. And then I like this part. Vegeta slowly turns around to confront Krillin. Very dramatic. Vegeta says, "Did you really think you could sneak up on me, little man?"
I just want some hip hop music playing right now. Some Thug Life action. Vegeta slowly turning around. I can picture some Biggie Smalls playing or something.
Why?
Actually, no. It'd probably be Slick Rick. That'll be more appropriate for this scene.
Because his eye.
Exactly.
That's racist.
That's not racist.
It's very racist.
That's more like disabilityist.
Ableist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you're comparing Slick Rick to a giant ape.
I forgot he's still in ape form.
How could you forget that?
That's not what I meant. Because I'm watching the episode too, and it's at the same time right now, and I'm a little ahead.
Oh dear. Okay.
That's not what I meant.
Let's stop. Well,
let the record show. That's not what I meant.
Yes, let the record show that Dev has lots of black friends. Anyway, Vegeta says, "Did you really think you could fool me with such a simple ruse? Like I'd believe for a second that Kakarot's son came back to face me all alone. I knew from the instant I saw him that he was merely trying to distract me from the real threat. You'll have to do better next time, except there won't be a next time. You're finished. As soon as I'm done squeezing the life from Kakarot, you're next." Krillin contemplates his failure.
Remember when I said Vegeta had like a lot more better lines in the English version?
Yes.
With the exception of that line just now where he says, "You'll have to be better next time, but there won't be a next time."
You don't like that line?
No, not at all.
What does he
That's
say
a really
in the
bad line.
So what's he say in the subs? Anything?
Nothing worth writing down. But it wasn't that bad. That was pretty bad.
It's a very reminds me of what's his name? Brick.
Yeah. What specifically?
The toilet store line.
Yeah.
Vegeta says, "Take a good look. This is what you have to look forward to once I get my hands on you." Vegeta begins to crush Goku with both of his hands, as if he's trying to ball him up like a piece of paper. The sight of Goku being crushed makes Gohan angry. He begins to yell and prepares to actually fight with Vegeta. Or that's his plan anyway. Vegeta begins to walk towards Gohan. Vegeta asks him if he has any last requests as he begins to laugh. But suddenly, something happens. Vegeta isn't laughing anymore.
Cue Yaji's intro music.
Yes, it's Vegeta's tail. His tail's been cut off by Yajirobe.
The one true hero. The MVP of the saga.
The one hero to save them all.
I like Krillin and Gohan's reaction.
They have different reactions to all of this.
They're just like blank faced, like jaw dropped. They're like, what just happened?
Yeah. Yajirobe didn't turn heel after all. Or maybe he did. It was a double turn.
It was a double turn.
It was all a ruse, brother.
It was a...
Yajirobe slammed that Dirty Giant Ape right through the mat.
Sword gimmick.
Sword gimmick. Yajirobe's got that damn sword gimmick. How have we just come up with that?
I don't know. That's what this podcast is about, just creating really, really obscure references.
I'm sure some people get it. I mean, they don't get. They're not going to get it when we bring.
They're not going to get it 10 episodes from now when we bring it up again.
I think they don't get our reference, but they get what the reference is based on.
Okay, I can buy that.
Like they get like that it's Hogan, but they don't get where we're actually getting our reference from.
Yeah, trust it. None of this is original.
No, it's not. They don't need to know that though.
That podcast is about to die anyway. Any day now.
It lives on through us, brother.
Exactly. That's the true diamonding.
Right. They don't get that either, but Yajirobe used his sword gimmick to cut off Vegeta's tail, and then he scurries away as fast as he can.
I can picture like when he's scurrying around, like they should have like added some like sound effects, like the cartoon like
the Scooby-Doo
running, like exactly like the like xylophone sound.
Yeah.
Add that in there.
Well, it won't make sense without the video, but
that's true. Well, you just like throw it right in when you say he's scurrying.
Maybe you could make it and post it on our Twitter.
I don't know how to do that shit.
God damn it.
You guys are just gonna have to use your imaginations.
Krillin is dumbfounded at what has just taken place. Vegeta, on the other hand, is very upset. Vegeta says, "Impossible. Who did this to me? Where did he come from?"
I'd say he's beyond upset. I'd go as far as to say that he's blood red mad.
True. Okay, back to this episode. Vegeta says, "You fools, you don't know what you've done." It looked like, I know he's like, he does like transform back down here, but this one particular scene, he looked really weird.
Vegeta?
Yeah, like he looked really slim, and I don't know if they were trying to make it look like he was transforming, but he just looked different.
You mean after he transforms down?
No, it was before. Like before they actually show him like transforming. Like it was just a scene of him standing there and he was like really skinny, but he was still like ape form. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I see it now.
Yeah, he looks like a little less ape, but I don't know if
Like kind of like right when he loses his tail.
Yeah.
He like loses size.
I'm not sure if they did that on purpose or it's just bad animation.
I think it was probably on purpose.
I think it was just bad animation.
Agree to disagree.
Vegeta lets go of Goku, who falls to the ground. Vegeta then shrinks back down to his normal size, still very upset, but looking much weaker now. Yajirobe, who is now hiding behind a rock, says, "I must be out of my mind. I couldn't have picked a worse time to decide to be brave." Nothing to say.
He's just being modest.
Sure.
He doesn't want to like take all the credit for being the hero.
Ah, I see. Vegeta, meanwhile, seems to be struggling a little bit with what has just happened to him. Krillin is happy and celebrates that Vegeta is back to normal. Gohan is not so thrilled. Yeah, this is the scene where I was like, Krillin's all happy and excited, but Gohan's still not.
Because Gohan knows that Krillin's pretty worthless and he's going to have to fight him by himself now.
Probably, but Yajirobe's there, brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's true.
Vegeta.
But now that Yajirobe brought Vegeta down 10 times in power level, he can kind of sit back, and now he's just kind of waiting again for the right moment.
Ah, I see.
Because there's no point of wasting your MVP right now. You got to let the bench warmer step in, wear Vegeta down a little bit, and then come in that clutch situation.
I thought that was his clutch situation.
It's kind of like when you're in Japan and you're on the crane machine. Sometimes you want to let someone step in and move the prize for you a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty much what usually happens. You wait, you let someone step in, you hope they move the prize for you a little bit, but
they don't.
You end up having to just clean up everything on yourself.
Yeah, good analogy. Vegeta says, "Those little pests, how could I be so careless?" Vegeta seems to have regained control of the situation and got some of his strength back. Or he's bluffing.
And he's a little dumbfounded at like how Yajirobe managed to like cut his tail.
Yes.
And it's like, who do you think you're dealing with, Vegeta? Yajirobe's been cutting tails for like 73 years.
Oh shit. Who cut the first tail, Yajirobe or King Yama?
Yajirobe.
I don't know, dude.
Yajirobe was in a jazz band in the 50s.
No, it was an all-black jazz band.
Yep.
Which means he's black. Vegeta begins to look around at Gohan and Krillin. He then shouts, "You're all going to pay. You disgraced me for the first and final time. You're going to know a new meaning for the word pain. You will all suffer." Vegeta then decides that Gohan is going to be his first victim.
I want to say, too, right now, while we're at it with this whole, like, Goku is probably the most pain anybody's ever been in the whole series. I think Vegeta's right now is up there with the angriest. I don't think anybody's. The only thing I think Frieza got pretty angry.
I think
at
Vegeta
one point.
gets angrier than this later on.
Yeah, he does. But right now, this is the bar right now. Like, Vegeta's really fucking pissed.
Nappa was pretty pissed at Goku.
Vegeta.
Remember, he was fuming. Like his veins were popping out, and he was, because even Vegeta couldn't calm him down.
I think just the way that Vegeta like delivers that line when he says, "Yeah, they're all gonna pay," where he's just like pausing in between every word.
Yeah,
you can just sense he's blood red mad.
Yeah, he's very angry.
The only time I know Frieza like delivers a few lines like that too, where he's just like a lot of like deep pauses in between every word.
Yeah, kind of the end of their fight with Goku, with his fight with Goku.
I think the most angry anybody. I mean, Frieza has to probably take that award overall when he gets sent to hell, or his form of hell.
When he's in a cocoon with stuffed animals dancing around.
Yeah, I don't think anybody gets madder than that, but
yeah, he's pretty mad, I'd say.
As of now, Vegeta gets the angriest character award, but we'll save the awards for the end.
What about, spoiler alert, when those bad guys kill Boo's puppy dog?
That's getting a little too far ahead. But yeah, that's definitely in the running
too.
So
angry that he creates another Boo.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, it's good to like think of these things because we're gonna be. We talked about we're gonna do some awards at the end of the saga. We gotta come up with some categories. So these are
the most angriest award goes to Vegeta.
The most angriest, the most in pain. I'm liking these categories.
Write these down.
I will not, but
we're gonna forget then.
All right, making notes.
It's coming up soon, brother.
Yep. How many more? Is it 35 or 36 episodes?
It depends on which. It depends on what we're going by. We're gonna have to discuss this because I think in some cases it's 35, in others it's 37, and then some it's 39. So we're gonna have to decide which to pick.
Cool. We'll do that later.
Vegeta attacks Gohan, knocking him down. Gohan gets back to his feet, but Vegeta is standing right there in front of him, looking down at him. Vegeta says, "What's wrong? You seem scared." Vegeta hits Gohan with his trademark uppercut to the body. I guess it's not just his move. Goku does it too. I guess it's a Saiyan thing.
Yeah, just like, yeah, he does. Vegeta does it a lot though.
Yeah, Goku does it too.
He does it to Kid Trunks, didn't he? In the Buu saga?
No, he like karate chops him in the neck.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He does it to
That's another
Goten.
one. That is another Saiyan trademark though.
Yeah.
The karate chop to the neck. But I thought this was kind of interesting. Vegeta's line when he hits Goku right now, or Gohan. He says, "What's the matter? Wasn't a Super Saiyan supposed to be strong? Show me your true power."
Super Saiyan?
So I think this is the second mention of Super Saiyans. And I remember in the subs, back when they first learned about Gohan's like heightened power level, it was before they even landed, I think. I think it was when they were on another planet still. And they were talking about how Gohan could possibly have like that power level of 700.
Right.
And they were talking about maybe the crossbreeding between humans and Saiyans could possibly be how Super Saiyans are formed. Or how Super Saiyans are born. So I think he's just referring back to that. Because there's still no really explanation for how Gohan has such extraordinary power at his age.
Super Saiyan is a dominant gene.
Yeah, get out our Punnett squares.
Vegeta says, "A brave Saiyan like yourself shouldn't be scared. It's not becoming. I guess those powers of yours are taking a nap. Pity." Vegeta goes to attack Gohan again, but Krillin rushes in to try to save him. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, and Vegeta just swats him away. You see at this part, I was thinking, because I didn't really remember how the rest of the episodes played out except for the very end. So when it showed Krillin lying on the ground here, I was just thinking, oh, okay, well, that's where he's going to be for the rest of the fight.
It's funny. I thought you were going to say the same thing I was, but when I forgot about Vegeta swatting him just now.
Yeah.
And so, like, when it got later in the episode and Krillin's, like, crawling on the ground, like, why the fuck is Krillin crawling? He was just standing, like, 2 seconds ago. And I couldn't find the scene. And I'm like, I guess he just started crawling for no reason.
It's what he's used to. Vegeta says to Krillin, "Patience, little man. You'll get your turn." Vegeta then puts his foot on Gohan's head and tells him to get up. Kind of defeats the purpose.
I think Vegeta is legitimately still curious about Gohan's power, and he's trying to draw it out of him, which is very Saiyan-like when, like, the battle is turned sides so many times as it is right now, and you're in the lead, but you still want your opponent to, like, be stronger.
Could be.
Because, I mean, Vegeta's almost lost, like, a few times now. And he has the opportunity to just massacre everybody right now, but he's still just toying with everyone.
I think he's not as strong as he's putting off.
He's still pretty strong now.
Yeah, well, I mean, we see...
It's
as we see coming up...
I would say it's trademark Vegeta, but it's really just trademark Saiyan.
Like to want your opponent strong?
Oh, well, when you're in the lead, like kind of like Vegeta vs. Cell is the classic one where he lets Cell go to his final form or perfect form. This is pretty much just that. Like he could end it right now, but he wants to see Gohan's power.
Yeah. No, it's Vegeta trademark to pretend.
But Goku does the same shit, so it's pretty much just Saiyan trademark.
It's a Goku and Vegeta trademark, for sure.
Gohan probably does it too.
No, Gohan's more of the... Well, he does it...
I'd say he does it against Boo. Remember when he gets super cocky when he's fighting Boo?
Well, that's because he knows he's stronger than Boo, but he doesn't know that Boo is at the same time going to absorb the other characters. He's unaware that he was doing that, so he did.
It's all just levels of cockiness, I guess.
He didn't intentionally let Boo get stronger.
I guess there's levels to it. I think Vegeta's at the highest level where he just lets things get way over his head.
Yeah.
I.e., perfect form cell. That was just a really dumb move. But in the end, I guess they all get stronger because of it, even if they end up dying in the process.
I guess he kind of learned from it, because I don't remember him doing it again.
I'm sure he did. He had to have.
What, learned from it?
No, he had to have done it again.
What, just let somebody get stronger than him? I don't know.
Yeah. How did Well, we're getting way too ahead. I think we should just continue on with the episode.
Vegeta picks Gohan up and says, "Come on, boy. Defend yourself. I thought you were a Saiyan, so fight me. Show me what you're made of." Vegeta then headbutts Gohan. Shit look painful, yo.
More headbutts. I love the headbutts.
Gohan doesn't love the headbutts.
This whole saga is just the Pride saga.
The Pride saga.
I want some 12-6 elbows. That's all we need.
We haven't seen any of those? I feel like we've seen those.
Probably. Nappa probably threw a few.
Yeah, he hit Piccolo with a 12-6 on his head.
Nappa got Paul Herrera in the crucifix, dude.
I think you made this joke like 2 episodes, brother.
At UFC 8.
We call this deja vu, dude. Vegeta says, "You are low-class scum, just like your father." And back at Kame House, Baba has found a working link. No buffering this time. Everyone is gathered around watching Gohan get beat up. Chi-Chi is in some kind of state of shock.
I feel like if I was there and I was watching this fight, I'd probably leave the room. Even though it would be really interesting, it would be so awkward to just like watch Gohan and Goku getting killed right in front of Chi-Chi. I feel like, I'm going to go home, but...
I didn't think about that. Well, she's probably been like unconscious for most of the fight. She kind of passed out in the beginning, and then
she's wide awake right now.
Yeah, and now she's like cheering Gohan on, telling him to fight.
And this is another thing to point out in the subs. Chi-Chi says, "Avenge your father's death." So it's safe to say that the consensus in the sub, at least, is that everybody thinks Goku's dead. Which makes sense. He looks pretty dead.
I mean, I guess. You'd think Master Roshi would know that.
I mean, would he?
Yeah.
They're just watching on a crystal ball and Goku's laying lifeless on the ground. He looks pretty fucking dead.
He's pretty good at being able to, like, sense if someone's dead or not.
You think?
Yeah. He's usually the one that's always having to tell the others what's actually going on.
Well, I don't know about that, dude.
Whoa. He's the fucking drunken master, yeah?
But that's enough, Chi-Chi.
Yes, back at the fight. Vegeta says, "I think it's time I threw you out with the rest of the trash. You're all used up."
Oh, actually, before we leave Chi-Chi, I learned today from learning the manga that Chi-Chi in Japanese means breasts. And it also means father, I guess.
So she's not named after her food?
Fun fact. No, she's named after breasts. And I think Bulma's named after, like, underwear or something.
Yeah, that's why their last names are briefs. Trunks.
It's very misogynistic.
Well,
the women are named after breasts and underwear.
I mean, this is Japan, and this was like the 80s.
But yeah, just a fun fact.
Well, good to know. Vegeta carries Gohan over to the edge of the cliff and tosses him to the ground next to Goku. And there they lie, father and son, both defeated.
In other words, he adds Gohan to the second trash pile.
Goku says, "Gohan, it's Dad. Gohan, please don't give up. Listen, my body is shredded. I can't use it anymore, so you're going to have to fight for both of us. He's got to be hurting pretty bad, too. We can't give in. This is our only chance. Please, Gohan." I hated this line.
Yeah, it's a little different in the sub, because Goku's actually a little more specific with his real game plan. So I'm paraphrasing, but he pretty much tells Gohan, "You don't have to beat him. You just have to keep him busy, and I'll have Krillin finish him off." So he knows exactly what the plan is right now.
I just didn't like... I don't know. I didn't like the way it was done.
What do you mean?
Like, did you listen to the dub?
Yeah.
This line? It just bothered me because it was just like one giant run-on sentence, and it sounded like they were just trying to make Goku say as much as possible in that little time.
Make it match up with his mouth moving.
Yeah, but they couldn't. They just had to cram a bunch of stuff in there, and it just, I don't know.
Yeah, they did kind of fuck that one up.
Gohan doesn't think that he can do it. Vegeta interrupts this father-son moment. And
actually, before we get to that, or hold on, did I even write this down? Shit,
you ruined it.
No, I didn't ruin shit. I still want to talk about this. Them having this discussion. Damn it! I thought I wrote it down. Oh yeah, I did. When Gohan's saying that he's not strong enough, Goku in the subs, he says, "You stupid jackass! Do you want everyone else or everyone else's death to be in vain? What did Piccolo teach you?" And I thought that was like kind of funny. It was like Goku was almost taking a page out of Piccolo's book, and just like that was like a straight Piccolo line.
Yeah,
calling his own son a jackass and telling him to man up. And like that's funny too. Krillin like berating him early in the episode, calling him a stupid twit, and then Goku calling him a jackass. Poor kid's going through a lot right now. Shouldn't
bully him like that. He's gonna shoot up the school.
In this day and age. Yeah, man.
But he's homeschooled.
But that would, so he can shoot up Chi-Chi. That'd work out for everybody. But sorry, I thought that was worth the interruption.
It wasn't.
I don't want to miss that. But anyways.
Yes. Vegeta interrupts the father-son moment. And that brings us to our
sub versus dub. So, I'm not even going to mention the Japanese line because it wasn't even worth writing down. It was just your standard.
Yeah.
Vegeta saying something about, I don't even remember what he says, but the English version, he says, "Being a fiend is like being a photographer. You have to wait for the right moment. Sorry, father-son time is over." And he's saying that as he goes straight knee on belly onto Goku.
Oh, that's the line? Oh, I haven't gotten to that line yet.
Yeah, that's right when they're about to join hands.
No, not where I have it.
Yeah, that's exactly what... Well,
Vegeta says something before that.
What does he say?
He says, "I hate to say I told you so, but you really should have joined me, Kakarot. Now it's too late. You had your chance. Now you, your son, and the bald guy, your history. And let's not forget about the sneaking coward who cut my tail."
Oh, that's... Well,
and then there's a whole bunch of more stuff that happens.
I didn't screw it up then. You just got the wrong part down.
Well, you told me that was the... God damn you.
No,
you should have been more specific about which line.
I was just very specific. It's right when they're about to join hands and he knees him in the stomach. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but that's when it happens. He says that line when he knees him in the stomach. But yeah, it's an awesome line.
Okay.
It's just so like typical Vegeta. Like they're about to join hands and have this perfect father-son moment, and before they can even like make contact, he just like swoops in and knees Goku in the stomach. Sorry to spoil your fun.
About that line though, does this mean that some Saiyans are not fighters and that they take up photography instead?
No, that's definitely not what that means.
Well, then there has to be photographers on planet Vegeta for him to know what it is.
He doesn't know what it is because it's a Funimation line.
Yeah, so...
In Funimation's Saiyan universe, maybe, I guess. Or actually, maybe the Saiyans definitely are photographers, but maybe whatever their colors are. What are they? Turtles? Or not Turtles.
Tuffles.
Tuffles. Who's Turtles? Turtles was a Saiyan, right?
Turles. That's from the Tree of Might.
Yeah. But yeah, the Tuffles are... There's probably some photographers in that mix.
So... And then the Saiyans stole their technology, so that means they stole their cameras and became photographers. Or maybe
Perhaps.
some of them became, like, war correspondents.
War correspondents? I wouldn't say it's much of a war.
Well, you know, whenever they go to, like, to take over a planet, they send some people with, like, cameras and...
It just popped in my head. Like, I was just thinking, like, because it's not... It would be, like, more like the Mongolians just, like, dominating a fucking country and just taking pictures as they do it.
Well, you know, how they sent, like in Vietnam, they had, like, guys with cameras and...
I don't know what a war correspondent is, if that's what you're getting
No,
at.
but I'm trying to, like, you know, how it would work with the Saiyans.
Yeah. Get some PR photos to recruit more Saiyan warriors.
I don't think they had a choice, dude. I don't think there was any recruiting going on. There was, like, some, you know, mandatory.
You think?
Yeah. Frieza is an evil dictator.
It's true. But yeah, that's a subverse dub right there.
Yeah, I'm still going back a little bit. Goku tells Gohan...
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
So go ahead.
Okay, Goku tells Gohan not to be scared and that he's a lot stronger than he thinks thanks to Piccolo's training. Goku tells him to have faith. And then, then Goku says, and look, you're not alone. You still have Krillin to lend you a hand. And then it cuts to Krillin, who can't even stand up.
This is the part where I was like, why is Krillin on his knees right now?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't remember Vegeta smacking him.
Gohan says that he can't do it. Goku says, yes, you can. I believe in you. And so did Piccolo. That's why he gave his life to save yours. I thought that was a good line.
Yeah, but even I like the subs. This is the same part where Goku calls him a jackass.
Okay, I like that better.
But it's like along the same lines. He's like, what did Piccolo teach you? But it's even more like Piccolo-esque where he's actually treating him like how Piccolo treats him.
Goku's like, what did your dad Piccolo teach you?
Your real dad.
My green dad.
My green dad. Green daddy.
I need a what do you call it? We need a clip of that. a soundbite of you saying that.
Of me saying that?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. You got it.
Vegeta says, sorry, father-son time is over, as he begins to literally kick the shit out of Goku.
This part is hilarious. I just want to... We need to just cut that into a gif of him just kicking Goku down. This
fucking the Pride Saga.
Yeah. This Super Pride. This is like really Shogun versus... or no, was it... Yeah, it was Shogun versus Rampage-esque.
Kicking Vanderlei versus... What's his name? When he's holding the ropes and just fucking stomping him.
I forget who he was fighting.
Yeah. This angers Gohan, who is now on his feet and yelling at Vegeta to stop. Gohan challenges Vegeta to fight. Vegeta says, sure kid, why not? I'm game. Gohan fires an energy blast at Vegeta, who takes to the air to avoid it. Gohan then cuts Vegeta off and lands a kick. Gohan goes for another attack, but Vegeta counters with a kick of his own. As Goku calls Krillin to come over to him, Vegeta and Gohan continue to fight. Krillin says he's in no condition to help. Goku tells Krillin about the Spirit Bambaru.
Spirit Bambaru.
The energy that he still has. He says it's not much, but it should stop Vegeta. Krillin grabs Goku's arm as Goku gives him the energy.
This part really frustrated me.
Why?
The time it took for Krillin to grab his arm after Goku asked him to. It's like, hurry the fuck up and just grab his arm. He's like, oh, what do I do? So I just grab your arm? Yeah, that's what he fucking said to do. Grab his arm. Jesus Christ. I don't know, I just got really frustrated at that part. Like, he wasn't asking him to fucking do brain surgery or rocket science or anything.
Well,
just grab his arm.
Same thing for him.
And then
Krillin's not really the best at simple tasks.
And it's like, it was kind of random, but when in the subs, when Krillin grabs his arm, he's like, ooh, your bones feel broken, or something like that.
Krillin, PhD.
More like Krillin, ADD. Cue the clip of the wind blowing and the birds chirping and the oceaning.
Why? For the
Spirit Bombaroo.
Yeah. Krillin is taken back by how powerful the Spirit Bombaroo is. He asks Goku what he should do with it. Goku explains to Krillin how to use it. Gohan and Vegeta are still fighting.
Ooh. Actually, speaking of spirit bombs, I did want to bring this up. I was reading the manga the other day, and when King Kai is teaching Goku the spirit bomb, he actually mentions that the energy doesn't just come from Earth's life forms, it also comes from the inanimate objects as well. So that would explain how he gets power from the wind.
Wind is not an inanimate object.
It's still a not living thing. All right, I don't know. I'm probably reporting it wrong. I don't know if he said inanimate object, but he definitely mentioned like not living things give power to.
Well, yeah, I think like stars and shit.
But yeah, that would explain how the wind, though.
I'm not convinced.
The wind is definitely a thing.
No, the wind is not really a thing.
It's definitely a thing.
I think the wind might just carry energy from other things.
Well, I don't know about that, dude.
Yeah, because wind's not a thing, dude.
It's definitely a thing. How do you explain windmills?
What do you mean?
Windmills transfer the wind's energy into power. Just like the spirit bomb.
Yes, but what makes the wind?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist.
It's not fucking rocket appliances.
Kinda is.
Well.
But yeah.
Okay.
Mystery solved.
Why was that a mystery? We've had this discussion.
Yeah, but I couldn't. But when we were talking about it before, you were saying that the spirit bomb is just like living things. It takes energy from, but it's also not living things.
I'll have to go back and listen. I don't know if I used those exact words. All I was saying was that wind was not a thing.
But wind. All right, we're done with this. This is obviously something we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on. Fucking tweet Neil deGrasse Tyson and ask him if wind's a thing.
No.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is our official scientific source of knowledge for this podcast.
Please don't. Gohan and Vegeta are still fighting. Gohan lands some nice shots of his own, but this is just making Vegeta more angry. Krillin, meanwhile, manages to form the energy into a ball, aka the Spirit Bombaroo.
Genki Dama.
Genki Dama. Goku tells Krillin he only has one shot at this. Krillin says he'll do his best.
Honestly, I think Goku fucked up here. Yajirobe is proved to be way more reliable in these clutch situations. And he should have let Yajirobe throw it.
I don't think Yajirobe could handle it.
I think he can more than handle it.
Yajirobe doesn't
He probably
throw.
could have gathered more energy and made it even bigger.
Yajirobe doesn't use energy blasts.
Sure he does.
No, he doesn't.
Just because he doesn't show off like everybody else doesn't mean he can't do it.
He can't even fly.
He doesn't need to fly. That's how good Yajirobe is.
Goku tells Krillin to do his best. I think that maybe he should do better than his best, because we've seen Krillin's best, and it's not quite the best.
Okay, Goku needs to step up his like any given Sunday speeches, because he did a good job with Gohan calling him a jackass and whatnot. But Krillin, he was a little soft. Like, you need to like hammer it home that, listen, guy, this is the only way we're gonna survive. Don't fuck it up.
Oh, Krillin's his best friend. He can't talk to Krillin like that.
Sure he can. He called his own son a jackass. And
he called Piccolo's son a jackass.
Krillin's an actual jackass. Gohan's just a 4-year-old. I just got what you said. Piccolo's son. That's good.
Yeah. There's no relation there. He can say whatever he wants.
If anything, yeah. That was like one good thing that Piccolo was bringing to the table. He would be able to like talk. He'd be able to hype people up, get them ready to fight.
What? Raise and take care of Gohan?
Besides that, I'm just saying, right now they could use Piccolo's stern, but can't think of the word. Yeah. His words.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Words of wisdom.
Then Mr. Narrator. Oh, who, by the way, I learned the narrator also does the voice of like Teen Gohan.
Huh. How did you learn that?
I don't remember. I guess I was looking something up and I just happened to come across it.
Isn't Teen Gohan the same voice as regular Gohan?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You're talking about like Cell Saga Gohan?
No, I'm talking about like
adult Gohan.
Well, he's still technically a teen. He's in high school.
Well, I think when you say T Gohan, I think of Cell Saga Gohan.
I think he's only like 12 there, so.
I think he's 13.
I think he's 12.
I think he's 13.
Well. But anyway, the narrator comes in, and we get a nice painting of Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin.
See.
I took a screen cap.
Nice. Gonna post it up on Twitter?
Nope.
Why? What was the purpose of taking a screen cap?
I might use it as like a wallpaper.
Selfish. Can't just share it with the world.
Right now on my laptop, I have my wallpaper is that scene from the last episode of Super when Gohan and Vegeta are like facing off, and it's the still image. Not Goku and Vegeta.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my desktop background is.
It's probably stupid.
Guess again.
Is it Hulk Hogan?
Nope.
Well, then I don't care.
It's Windows default.
The grassy hill?
It's just blue.
Oh. Okay. Well, back to the episode. The end.
Until next time. But yeah, damn, this is like one of our longest episodes. That's like an actual episode.
Oh, damn, I didn't want to go this long.
I mean, kind of had to though. We never really, we got a little off topic at times, but nothing too crazy. It was just a really good episode. Had to cover everything.
Yeah, I'll cut it down.
But no need to
like
drag it on
minutes.
any longer unless you have anything else.
I don't. There was something I did want to talk about, but it's more about one of the upcoming episodes, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Cool, we'll save it then.
Yeah. I think it had something to do with Gohan transforming, but I don't remember now.
Sweet.
Which does happen.
I don't know about that, dude. We'll have to wait and find out.
Would you like to make a bet?
Maybe next time.
Okay. Follow us on Twitter at DBDPod. Download, like, rate, subscribe, review, and as always,
tune in next time for another exciting episode of the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast.